Hello everyone, Triple S back here with some more Sakura Fantasy Chapter 1. And what happened last time? We met Effie, went to the village, did some stuff, and we got walked in on, I guess you could say, whilst taking a bath in some water. So anyway, let's carry on. Takes me a while before I find Effie again. She's always darting all over this village, it's nearly impossible to catch her. Effie? What do you need, Raylan? We'll be leaving today. I'm sorry that we won't be able to help you. She looks disappointed by the news. Oh well, we'll survive. So, I was wondering if you could do me a favour before I leave. Maybe? What kind of favour? Could you lend me one of those poison vials you use? She visibly hesitates after I ask. Well, I suppose I can. I think that your intentions are good, and you wouldn't be wandering beyond these swamps for no reason. She reaches into one of her pouches and pulls out a small vial filled with green liquid. Pouches? I've never heard that before, besides poaching animals. Here you go. I hope it serves you well. Thank you, Eth. What? What was that? There it is again. Effie, do you feel that? I just dropped something on the floor. No, not now. It's here too early. Her eyes go wide with fear. It's coming for us. What is coming? Without warning, Effie immediately runs away, hiding in the undergrowth. Gwyn and Kira immediately rush to me. Do you feel that, Raylan? There's only one thing which could be making tremors like that. The books I read told me that an earthquake always heralds disaster outside of the walls. What is it, you two? Before they can answer, I can hear the sound of trees crashing to the earth. As I look up to the sky, I'm horrified at what I see. A towering monster, easily as tall as the walls, looms above us. Holy crap. Unblinking eyes filled with eerie light gaze down at the village before it. Panicked villagers flee before the great beast. Fortunately, it does not seem to have noticed us yet. Just yet. We have a moment to plan our attack before we go forward. Kira looks equally as horrified too. It's a siege beast! This is not good at all! This is a siege beast? Those terrifyingly strong monsters that Kira told me about? I didn't think they would be this big. I look down at my weapons and realise that I'm woefully unprepared for taking on this monster. Can we even hurt it? Probably not, but the villagers are obviously unprepared for it. It'll probably kill them all, not to mention us. If you want to be heroines, now is the time to do it. How do you kill those things at the wall? A ballista. There's a soft spot at the back of their skulls. But we don't have a ballista. What chance do we have then? If we could subdue it somehow, we could directly strike the soft spot. I have no idea how we're going to do that. Would my gift be enough to even scratch it? We'll have to see. Raylan, you just stay out of this fight. You cannot handle a foe like this. While I want to stand and fight, I can see the futility of trying to take on the beast myself. Its hide looks thick enough to stave off ballista bolts. What hope does my short sword have against that? All of the villagers have gone into hiding by now, unwilling to tempt the wrath of the beast. It's just us three versus one of the biggest foes I've ever faced. I'm not liking our chances. But if we surrender now, we'll just die pointlessly. We promised the Empress that we would return with a star. So against all odds, we'll do our best. Or at least, Gwen and Kira will. My gift is going to be useless against this thing. I'm cursing my Farsi now. All it's been good for is spying on people during trivial moments. And nude moments. Why couldn't I have anything which could help me kill this abomination? Fire, ice, metal, any other kind of gift at all? But it's useless to complain about it. The best thing I can do for now is to simply stay out of the way. We need a plan if we're going to kill this thing. It looks like an older beast, and maybe just strong enough to be able to knock it over. Gwyn, you're going to need to blast it with everything you have. Don't worry about controlling yourself, just bring down the thunder. Thunder! Once it's off balance, I should be able to knock it over. There's some soft patches of skin around the back of its head. If we can reach that, we should be able to kill it. Since you don't have a ballista though, it's going to be tough work. I've never seen Gwyn like this before, and there's a steely look on her face. Sparks erupt from her fingertips as she looks up to the sky. It looks like there is a storm coming. What happens to a frog when it's struck by lightning? The same thing happens to everything else. Now that's what I want to hear. Once again, I find myself completely useless in the situation at hand. All I can do is be a helpless bystander once again. Kira charges forward, undaunted by the beast's size. She shoulder tackles its leg, trying to cause it to fall off balance. It's enough to distract the beast from the villagers. It looks down at us with its empty white eyes, enraged at our attempt to harm it. Ooh. As Gwyn begins to make gestures, storm clouds begin to blanket the skies. Arcs of lightning jump from cloud to cloud, gathering at a central point. Massive bolts erupt from the dark, swirling depths, searing the flesh of the sea's beast. It lets out a bellowing roar, enraged by the attack from above. Uselessly, it swipes at the clouds in an attempt to attack an unseen foe. Yeah, you dummy. Even though the beast is massive, it doesn't appear to be the brightest predator in the mires. Gwyn doesn't relent from a lightning barrage for a single moment. More and more bolts rain down from the heavens, causing the beast to stagger. All the while, Kira continues to deliver blow after savage blow into its legs. I didn't think we had a chance before, but with Gwyn striking at the beast now, the beast stumbles slightly from Gwyn's and Kira's attacks. The wounds from the lightning are plainly yellow, leaving messy burn marks all over its skin. I can't talk. Gwyn's lightning has certainly wounded it, but I don't think it'll be enough to put it down for good. Gwyn's lightning storm seems to be dying now. She must have reached her limit. I can't believe it. It's still standing. It endured a full thunderstorm and was barely scratched by it. Kira isn't able to subdue it either. Her gift makes her strong, but not strong enough to be able to take on that monster. But I think I know what to do. I apply the vial of poison along my blade. Just don't lick it. Now I just have to time this right. As the beast takes a lumbering step forward, I leap out of the foliage. Why do you barely have any clothes on? Grabbing onto its rough skin, I begin to climb up its leg. I barely manage to duck in time to avoid a swing from its massive arm. Raylan, what are you doing? Your sword isn't going to do anything against that. She doesn't know about the poison though. Now I just have to hope that it's potent enough to be able to take this monster down. Just have to find a way to get off its leg and run away before the poison kicks in. When it does, this thing is going to collapse, and I don't want to be anywhere near it when it does. I've now managed to climb onto its back. It attempts to cunningly reach behind its back, making wild swings at me. It seems that its back isn't as tough as the rest of it. It lets out a roar which nearly shakes me off. Clinging to its back like this is like being in the middle of an earthquake. It begins to flail wildly, trying its best to shake me off. But I refuse to let go. Every last ounce of my strength goes into hanging on. The base of the skull is the soft spot. I'm going to need all of my strength to do this. I raise my sword and bring it down. I manage to force a blade through its thick hide. It lets out an earth-shattering howl and rage with my attack. All I can do is hold on for dear life as I push the sword further and further into its flesh. The only thing that is enabling me to hold on now is my blade. But I can hear metal groaning as the beast continues to flail around. To my horror, the blade snaps off at the hilt. Oh crap. I tumble down its back, landing face first into the mire mud beneath me. It looks down at me with its predatory eyes, enraged at my attempt to wound it. Just before it could bring down a colossal arm to smash me to oblivion, Kira slams into its leg. Run for it, Raylan! I'll distract it! Unable to ignore the woman, who nearly toppled it over, the beast sweeps its arm back and it connects with Kira. Oh crap. The sound of shattered steel echoes through the battlefield. The beast sends Kira flying into the air, flinging her somewhere distant in the mires. Kira! No, no, no! Even with a gift of stone, there's no way that she could shrug off a fall like that. More furious than ever, the beast begins blindly sweeping its limbs everywhere. It mindlessly tears about everything around it. All I can do is run and hope that I'll be able to avoid its wrath. Gwyn's gift is spent too. Going to bet everything we have on that venom. Gwyn, just run away for now. Do you really need to tell me that? Gwyn's already sprinting away. The beast's claw roots huge swaths of forest as I barely manage to evade it. Oh hello. My luck quickly runs out as I snag my foot on a gnarled tree root. Oh yeah, you can see it there. What happened to your clothes, woman? The beast is already upon me before I can pick myself up. Ooh, it clenches one gargantuan fist, preparing to smash me into oblivion. I guess this is the end. Raylan, get out of the way! I can't get my foot free of the root. All I can do is look up at the beast in despair. I've said in the past that I don't believe in a creator, but I really want to believe right now. Please, just something save me. Don't let it end this way. Down goes the beast's fist. I brace myself for oblivion. You keep saying that word. Ooh, ... Wait. I'm still alive. It stopped. Right before its fist connected with the ground, it stopped. For a few silent moments, I hold my eyes closed. I open them slowly to look back at the creature. It's pulled its fist back, its arms drooping at its sides. Sluggishly, the creature begins to stumble back. It tries to keep itself upright, but can't manage it. The poison! It worked! It worked just in time! I cannot help but utter a short prayer to the Creator for sparing me. While this daze, I manage to get my foot free of the root. The beast, with great effort, manages to turn its head towards me. Even in its dazed, poison inhibited state, it has not forgotten about me. It tries to raise its arms towards me, but it's hopeless. Soon its stocky legs begin to give out underneath it. Ooh, with one last titanic roar, the creature falls onto its back. A cold, eerie silence fills the air. Also carefully, Gwen and I approach the beast. Its chest heaves a couple of times before ceasing to move completely. It's not breathing. It must be dead. Ooh, The aftermath of our battle is bloody. Gigantic swaths of the mines have been flattened by the beast's rampage. Trees uprooted, ruins demolished into dust, warriors injured. But we made it out alive, somehow. But Kira? What about Kira? I haven't seen her yet. Gwyn emerged unscathed for the most part. The handy thing about her gift is that she can stay out of direct combat. She looks really worried at the moment. Where's Kira? Do you think she's okay? I don't know. She can't be too far. Didn't you see the impact she took from the siege beast? Just as she says that, I hear a pair of boots sloshing their way through the flattened mud. Yay! That was quite a battle, wasn't it, novices? She looks awful. Doesn't take a physician to guess she's badly hurt. I haven't taken a fall like that since that time I was defending the walls. Not to mention I got stepped on then, so this isn't as bad as it could be. I'm not sure what you did, Raylan, but it worked. Well, you remember that poison Effie used? I asked for a vial. Shaking her head, she can't help but laugh. Wish I'd thought of that, though I wasn't exactly planning on taking on a siege beast without a ballista today. I'm glad you're okay, Kira. I'm not sure if this counts as okay. Give me a day or two and I'll be okay. Guess you're a lot tougher than you look, Kira. You're pretty tough yourself, Raylan. It took some real bravery to do what you did there. I was certain that we were going to lose. I pat her on the shoulder, causing her to wince a bit. Just because my skin's made of stone doesn't mean I don't get bruises, Raylan. Ah, sorry. Don't worry about it. We've won today. We should take a moment to celebrate our victory. Just don't forget that there's other siege beasts out there. Not to mention other things, this journey is far from over. As we look around, we notice that we aren't alone. The villagers emerge from their hiding places, buzzing with excitement. They're cheering and celebrating, finally rid of the beast which has tormented them for years. They chant our names and sing their praises. Is this what it's like to be a heroine? I kinda like it. Etty comes barging through the crowd, a gigantic joyous grin on her face. We are so grateful. We'll have a feast tonight in honour of these heroines. You are all so amazing. Now that we've proven ourselves to them, they will give us whatever assistance they can. Please, stay as long as you need. Well, looks like you're a heroine, Waylon. As Kira said though, we've got a long journey ahead of us. So don't let it go to your head. Don't worry, I know you two will pull me back down if my head's in the clouds. You can be sure about that, novice. By the way, you need to work on your thrusting technique. Notice so you get about half your blade into that beast's back. You're going to have to do better than that, Raylan. Hey, look who got hit in the face by a giant arm though. Maybe you need to work on your dodging, Kira. All she can do is shrug. Maybe I do. Don't really want to be flung like a ragdoll again. I hope these villagers have bandages and some kind of numbing ointment. Both Gwyn and I hold the injured Kira together, dragging her back towards the village. Damn, I never knew you were so heavy. Well, gift of stone, remember? That's all well and good, but maybe you could take off that armour. Absolutely not. Not with Raylan around. Why with me around? Because I think there's just something about you and nudity that just doesn't go well together. I have no idea what she's talking about there. It's secrets I'm interested in, not nudity. Thankfully, some of the villagers come to help us pull Kira back to the village. We can't afford to linger in these unsafe lands, not in our current state. Kira may be tough, but I don't think she'll survive another monster attack right now. And I'm going to finish this episode off here. We're actually getting pretty close to the end, because I have kind of like looked forward a little bit. I didn't read anything, but I kind of looked forward a little bit to see how far there was till the end, just clicking, skipping all the things and seeing how far. So yeah, we're actually pretty close to the end. And woo! We took down a siege beast! who looks pretty scary. So yay! But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time for some more Sakura Fantasy Chapter 1, which may be the finale. We'll have to see. And then we just gotta wait for the next chapter to come out. So thank you all for watching. See you next time. Good. Bye.
Interesting because Freddy herself doesn't come off the stage very often.
No. Ah! Foxy!
You run out of power if you want to see her again. Again, idiot.
I get a photo with you. You sign some photographs of my kids. And two for me, of course. Ah! I can't believe I'm standing this close to Vinci. Ah!